As an experimentation or a CRO specialist, it is crucial to understand the difference between client-side and server-side experimentation. You need to know the pros and cons to make the best decision for you and your organization. In this video, you will learn all the benefits and downsides of client and server-side experimentation and why the best option might not always be the best option for your situation. My name is Ruben de Boer, consultant at Online Dialogue and owner of Conversion Ideas. And in this CXL feed, I will give you a basic understanding of client-side and server-side experimentation. So let's get started. When you type a URL in your browser, it sends a request to a server. The server sends data back to your browser, which results in you seeing the website. With client-side experimentation, the server sends the web page to the user as it usually would. The changes in the variation are loaded in your user's browser through JavaScript code. With server-side experimentation, the changes are loaded on the server before being sent to your visitor's browser. Client-side experiments are still common practice. When you use any standard testing tool, you are likely setting up experiments client-side. The main benefit is that it's easy to set up. You just need to place a snippet on your website, and with some basic front-end code knowledge, you can set up experiments in no time. There are, however, some minor downsides. Advanced experimentation is very difficult or impossible with client-side experimentation. Changing the sequence of steps in a checkout, product features, and algorithm tests are hard or impossible to test on the client side. There's a chance of the flicker effect, also known as flash of original content. As changes are loaded in the browser, visitors can first see the original website before the changes are loaded, and this negatively impacts your experiment. Client-side experiments can be challenging for websites built on a single-page application like React or Angular, and cookies used by client-side testing tools become less useful due to privacy regulations and cookie deletions in the browser. Finally, adding an additional snippet on your website could impact the performance, meaning page loading times could be slightly increased. That said, these downsides of course never outweigh all the advantages you get from A/B testing. Server-side testing is therefore becoming more and more popular. Several popular tools like Optimizely, Convert, and VWO already have a server-side solution. And mature organizations only test server-side. As it uses server-side first-party cookies, there are fewer limiting privacy regulations. There's no flicker effect, and every experiment is possible, even the complex ones. Server-side experimentation is also the preferred method for developers, and winning variations can be implemented immediately as the code is already on the server. Of course, there are also some downsides to server-side experimentation. It is a lot harder to set up experiments as, in general, you have to use the website's coding language. So there's no front-end code, it's the website's back-end coding language. This means development teams must set up all experiments, and you need sufficient development capacity for that. Furthermore, using existing solutions can become costly, and when you build your own server-side testing tool, your developers need to maintain and update it. Therefore, server-side testing requires a high experimentation maturity within the organization to succeed. So in summary, client-side experimentation is still the preferred method for most companies. For mature organizations and in the future, we will see a shift to server-side experimentation.